Hi, welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless collective reading. Whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time. Just keep in mind it's a general reading, so see what signs, symbols, messages, energies resonate for you in your particular situation and hopefully bring you a little clarity on whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, narrow your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes in a new way, in a new light. In the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest and greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the Oracle of the Mermaids. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. What is the opening message, insight, and wisdom to be helpful for the collective? Please and thank you. Endurance. It looks like you're working and moving in the same direction with someone else. Somebody's working with you. It could be a group of people. I see the school of fish, and it makes me think of a school. So maybe some of you are working on a project at school or at your job, or you are learning about something new. This is giving me like 9 energy. Keep going. One last push. You can do something. Maybe you have to have balance. Maybe it's getting enough sleep so you have the endurance to get through something. I feel like you or someone else is like almost getting in your own way, or feeling like you might want to give up on something, but your heart is still in it. Your heart still wants to try. So follow the energy of your heart. I am getting that somebody else is, maybe if they were putting on the brakes before or stalling their energy before, I see somebody hitting the gas. So maybe it's a burst of energy or inspiration that comes through to keep something going. Endurance. Keep going. You can do it. 43. So it is taking on a spiritual path with the 7. It feels like destiny. I also feel like if there was like, I just thought of Riptide, that song. I really like that song. I'll put that in the playlist. But if there was like a riptide, or like something pulling you the wrong direction before, or this person the wrong direction before, I see the right tide coming through and giving you kind of an extra boost. Maybe it's a spiritual boost, maybe it's some clarity, maybe it's some inspiration, but I keep seeing the heart space. So I feel like somebody is finally, maybe their mind was getting in their way before, causing them to pull back on something, or that was you. And I feel like the mind and the heart are starting to become connected, which in turn is helping your actual physical energy in your body to move forward with the right direction, with the right person, here in the right manner. But I feel like if you were alone on this journey and you felt like no one was around as support, and you're putting a lot of effort into something, I feel like the right tide is going to bring the right support system or person to work with you. I hope that made sense. All right, let's just continue. I brought this. I like this deck. This is the Divine Dog. So let's get a Divine Dog message. Clarity on endurance. Keep going. I just thought of, what is that? Do It Again by Steely Dan. What a good band. Let's get another message for the collective, please, and thank you. Wow, guys. I'm so glad that you are here to see this in the beginning of the reading. I love when this happens and 2 totally different decks of cards are giving you that same spiritual message. keep going. If you were getting in your own way, or if you didn't believe that somebody else was going to come through or get that spiritual push or inspiration to follow through with something, it's going to happen. I feel like this feels like a playful energy. It also looks like you have the right loyal support working with you, keeping your eye on the ball. So maybe if something was kind of getting you sidetracked, or even outside sources sort of telling you couldn't do something, I feel like you are just like blocking that out and looking at the goal, looking at like the bullseye on something. I see you hitting a bullseye. And I see the bullseye, like, don't even pay attention to those outer rings at all. I feel like you only see that center point, that prize, that goal. I also feel like somebody is really putting a lot of energy or effort into maybe a goal they have with you, a dream they have with you, or you are involved in someone's dream, therefore their goals are changing. Keep your eye on the ball. Endurance 2.0. All right, you got a double whammy here. And both, that's a pretty big deck of cards too. All right, well, let's keep going. Let's do an angel number for you guys. What is an angel number and message to be helpful and insightful on endurance? Keep going, keep your eye on the ball. Maybe some of you are practicing for something or training for something. I feel like it's I don't know, I see, like, when I think of that, I always think of somebody doing squats, and it's like, come on, you can do it, just 2 more squats. And like when you're in that moment, it's like, I don't want to do any more squats. And then like you get that like good sore later, but then you feel really proud of yourself that you kind of gave yourself that little pusheroo that you needed. So maybe some of you are doing something physical, but it could be mental stimulation as well. It could also be that pull you have in your heart. What is an angel message to be helpful for the collective? And you have, ooh, got a little drama alert. Maybe that's that outside energy, but it's 1717. So it's like the star 2.0. But this is you having a sense of independence. It's also feeling, I said something before the 7, how it was a destiny energy, or like feeling like you're on that spiritual path. This is a soul mission. It just makes me think of my sister's, when my sister had her dachshund, and he would go after that ball again and again and again and again, and she used to go mission, 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 like he's on a mission. And it was like he was so into it, like that's what he was into. It's also you having some alone time. If there's outside drama, it's taking yourself out of the drama and choosing to be in a space where you feel comfortable, or be with a certain person or group where you feel comfortable. It's where you have an energy of healing. It's also aspirations, dreams, desires. It's you taking a few deep breaths and focusing inward. Even if you have an outward focus or that bullseye you're looking at, you have to internally connect to it. If you need time to just process big changes that are coming, or process how to maneuver within the turning tides, or even make some plans, give yourself that space and consider all of your options. I am seeing that you have more than one direction you could go. At this time, you must rely solely on yourself. You might not believe it, but you are heading in the right direction. What appears to be a lull in activity is just a natural part of the process. So maybe some of you had your battery sort of slowing down, or you didn't get this boost of endurance because it was a big, long plateau kind of situation, whatever that is. that always makes me think of running on the treadmill 20 minutes a day on the same incline, you know, and your body just gets complacent or really used to something. And then once you switch something up, you get that burst of reaction, or your body responds differently and changes faster. So if there was like a lull, L-U-L kind of, or a push and pull in the tide and you didn't really feel like you were even getting anywhere, it makes me think of like when you're trying to swim against the current and you're just like, I have all this energy, I'm not really getting anywhere. I do feel like the current is going to change and really give you a pusheroo. So let's go to something a little maybe different. I just sort of kept this reading open-ended today. I didn't really know what I was going to pull. Here's the life. The life and career oracle. Here. I can like see it in my mind, but I didn't know where it was. So let's do one message from the life and career on endurance, and a little bit of drama alert. It's just giving you an alert to be aware of it, and I feel like it's giving you extra awareness on kind of just how to maybe exit or ignore a situation instead of being involved. So I feel like if there's maybe gossip around you or extra drama in your environment anywhere, it'll be helpful and beneficial for you to just sort of not be involved, not give it any energy, and if you need to just go and take a walk. I feel like it's going to way way better. I feel like with this endurance, if you have any kind of like drama kind of energy around you, that could feel a little bit draining on your energetic battery. What is one? Career and life message. You're moving up. So it did say that there was a lull, and now I see like a super fast elevator going up. So maybe it's like you were at the bottom floor, you got stuck between floors before, or someone else did. And I feel like somebody comes through. I see like a repairman and like hits the right button and something shoots up. Maybe you do something in Paris, France. This even reminds me a little bit of Vegas. You are increasing your power and your status. You may get a promotion or a move to a better home or office. You climb the ladder of success. I do feel like you are ready to climb something high, move up, level up. Maybe you're being asked to handle a certain project or be, I'm even getting, if it's a partnership in your life, whatever that is, it could be love or business partnership, even a friendship, it feels spiritually elevated. I don't see like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I see something strong and structured on a solid foundation. Not something wobbly, and I'm getting a big spiritual energy. So if you're asked to do something and you don't think you have the energy to handle it, maybe you have to change some stuff in your schedule, but I absolutely feel like you can handle it, like it is meant for you. And even if it's maybe just a little side project or something like that, I see that as being the like hallway to get you to something bigger or lead you to a bigger opportunity or to get you noticed by, I see like somebody with a lot of contacts or somebody in the position of maybe power of some sort, whether they're just popular or they know a lot of people or they have the energy of almost like a boss or something like that. But I'm getting more somebody who has the right people in their life to introduce you to the right person to get you into a better position. I hope that made sense. But I'm also seeing for some of you that could be a friend that maybe introduces you to a new partner. And that could be a lover as well. I started to auto shuffle, so I guess we're getting one more from this deck with one more message to be helpful for the collective. Please and thank you. Connections. I think that's what I just said. So you're gonna, wow, I guess we needed to see that too. So whatever I was saying about making the right connections, I'm getting that keep your energy beautiful and your vibration high, and be authentic with every conversation you get to have with someone that's close to you, as well as maybe a complete stranger, or maybe just, you know, like somebody you kind of know, but they're not really a good friend, an acquaintance. Because I do feel like there is somebody somewhere that is going to speak on your behalf or help you, or that person might have some really good advice. I am definitely getting, don't judge a book by its cover. You never know who you might be talking to. Sometimes people that don't even look like they are powerful might just be having a day where they're doing their laundry and going to the store and in their sweatpants and coming from the gym, or ran out of the house, but you never know who that person is, if that's somebody brand new. Definitely don't judge a book by its cover. I'm also getting the energy of you really surprising someone. Maybe it's with your knowledge, or you're talking about your experience, or somebody finds out how talented you are with something. I hear potential. So definitely remember to build bridges, not burn them right now. Build bridges between people. It is something about the connections that you are going to make along the way. I mean, this had a lot of that alone energy, or you leaving the wrong connections, the wrong vibrations, you know, not burning that bridge, but just going on the other side of the bridge, because on the other side of the bridge is the right vibrational match, or matches for you, that will be helpful, that will be inspired and inspiring to you, and will connect you to the right resources, opportunities, positions, or partnerships that you need right now for this change. It's contacts who can help you. Your actions set you up for the next opportunity. I am getting that you may not know exactly who you're talking to. So if you're just leading with your heart, speaking enthusiastically about the things you're working on and that you love, I am seeing helpful sources around you that sort of want to get on board with something that you're doing. I hope that made sense. Let's go to, I see the top. Let's do one from the top and then maybe go to a different tarot deck. There's one energy or message from the tarot to be helpful. One, connections, moving up, endurance, 17. And drama. Taking a few deep breaths, being asked to move up. Maybe some of you are moving your home. I don't see that as necessarily for all of you moving to a bigger home. I feel like maybe if you're moving to a different house or environment, for some of you, you might be downsizing, simplifying something, and I feel like maybe that's taking a lot of, I see like pressure off of the cleaning, or having space that you use rather than empty rooms that are of no use, streamlining some of your energy. But for some of you, I do see you moving into something bigger. But I feel like if you have extra rooms or something like that, even if this is a bigger space in perhaps a business that you own, I see all that space being used really well. Like if it's your home, you have maybe an extra bedroom, but people actually come over and stay. If you have like a office space, you are going to use it. If you have a place where you can work out, or like I see a studio, maybe it's something that you can film in or work on your projects at. And I feel like for some of you, if you do own a business, maybe there's something with how you can revamp or streamline how your business is set up, or designed so it's more useful. I'm getting more inviting, even more special. I'm seeing like specialty. I just thought of the weirdest thing. I mean, I see these mermaids here, and I can remember, I have no idea what the name of the spot was, but a long time ago in Manhattan, there was a restaurant or a bar, and this is giving me goosies, so I think this is just a parable or an example for someone, where I think behind the bar there was a gigantic fish tank, and women that dressed up like mermaids would be swimming around in it. I always thought that would be the coolest job ever to have, to just go and get to swim around like you're a mermaid and like look at people. It was just so strange. So maybe it's not necessarily that, but it's sort of like something that weird or that different that is a draw to your business, or you have that kind of idea for someone else that could kind of put a unique spin on something in your town, something that you do online, something maybe you're even the one that enters into that kind of environment, and you get to do an awesome job like that. I love that that came through in this reading. All right, let's get one tarot message. What is a foundational tarot message to be helpful for the collective right now, please and thank you? Judgment. This is the Aeon. I really like this coming through right now. It's a big energy. It's definitely releasing judgment on maybe any other energies that do not match you. It is what it is. People learn when they learn, and they vibrate how they vibrate. And people vibrate differently depending on the things that you go through throughout the day, throughout different cycles, throughout your life. This is you seeing the elevated perspective on something. I feel like you also have this beautiful energy of protection going towards this new cycle that you have. This is releasing old karmic cycles that don't suit you anymore. Having full inner and outer recognition on what you should have done, what you didn't do, what you could have done, how you would change it, and then doing it. So you don't drag that baggage with you. It's transparency in your soul and seeing that true inner nature inside of you, connection with it has with source, that you have with source, with your higher self. So maybe it's about being transparent, being vulnerable, being authentic. I feel like the truth of who you are is going to be recognized and seen by the right people. It also could be that not judging a book by its cover. Get to the inside and the heart of the matter, or learn more about a person and where they may be coming from, experiences they have had, before there's any judgment. But this is, in this particular deck, not called judgment. It's called the Aeon. Aeon. It's number 20. There's an innocence here. I like how this like clear person is kind of like that's like curious thinking. It's like an innocent energy. I just thought of Adia. It's interesting because it's the Aeon. The Adia by Sara McLachlan, and it has that line, "We are born innocent, leave me Adia." That song. So maybe it's looking at the innocence and the humanity in everyone around you. Because we're all connected and we're all divine souls trying our best. Some try harder than others. Some, pass those tests sooner than others. Some fall back. Sometimes you jump ahead. 'Tis life. But this is taking those beautiful seeds of karma that you have already planted and taking it with you on your new journey, because something is going to come back around and grow and blossom. The right beautiful vibrations and help want to come into your life. But it is you choosing to release old cycles and have true recognition on how to make some changes and what you don't want to continue to do. Releasing judgment on yourself as well. Don't be hard on yourself. If you messed up, we're human. Messing up is how you learn. Here, it is continuing to plant seeds or do something in patterns where you know it's not working for you, where you know it's connections that aren't healthy for you, or even a way of thinking that is not matching who you want to become, or it's being completely judgmental on others, because it's usually where it's a reflection upon something you don't want to face inside of yourself, or that could be how somebody else is coming from if they are very judgy. If it really bothers them, it's probably something inside them that really bothers them and they're not facing. So let's go to a different tarot. I guess let's do this one. This is the Brits Third Eye. It's kind of cute. It's like a cute little tarot. Let's go to the Brits and get a couple more messages from the tarot to be helpful on 20. Endurance. Breaking patterns, heading towards a new cycle. What else would be helpful for the collective to know? Either more clarity on judgment, or another message to be helpful. The Page of Swords. So it is possible you were judging someone or observing someone, or somebody was judging or observing you. I kind of like the Page of Swords. This could be a message that comes through and it's kind of blunt and to the point. This could also be upside down, the energy of gossip. Sometimes that's somebody who's very, very, very nosy. It's like a nosy energy, and they sit there and kind of just watch a situation. They want to know what's going on. But upright, it's not always a bad kind of nosy. It's somebody who wants more information. It's somebody who doesn't really want to step in until they know the details. But if this is an upside down energy, I see it as the person who is the know-it-all, and they don't really know what they're talking about. So do pay attention to, somebody's energy. It's also someone who's a little bit, maybe innocent. Maybe they didn't know better, but usually a little immature, because it's just a page's energy. So it could be a younger person or somebody immature in some life lessons or in a certain area of your life. It's usually a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius-like energy, but it doesn't have to be. That's just an energy or a personality trait. It is someone who is naturally intelligent and pretty smart. Usually if this is upright, this is somebody who wants to read the whole novel. Upside down, it's somebody that reads only the cliff notes. If it's upright, it's somebody who sits back and observes to know when the right time is to approach a conversation or ask all the right questions to gather that knowledge. If it's upside down, it is somebody who overspeaks or steps in before they have all the information. It's like somebody who, I don't know, they get like the half truth from someone else and then gossip that information somewhere else, and it's not even the truth. It's just something they overheard. So it's just awareness of this energy. If it is somebody who is sending you just a text, it's usually very blunt, maybe a very blunt question, very direct, But it does look like this person's pretty happy and pretty strong. So maybe this person has a lot of potential to grow as long as they are open-minded and they utilize all the information that they've gathered. But it has to be someone who's coming from the right energetic place. This person has all these beautiful sparkly stars, which means it's a high vibration. But if that person is not seeing those sparkly stars in every other person and trying to gather anything from someone else to find like dirt and not, you know, spiritual sparkle, then that person is going to like reflect and attract back a lot of other, like, I don't know, I'm just getting like kind of like dirty energy. It's just going to kind of dim their aura instead of beam their potential. I hope that made sense. Let's get clarity on that page. The Magician. Beautiful. So maybe this is you or someone else who has all this potential and you just have to sit back and take some knowledge in. Learn more about something before you judge a book by its cover or assume you know everything. And this is also the potential to begin something where you can really manifest. This could also be somebody who has a message for you, to give you maybe even a little tip. Maybe not all the information. Maybe you have to really find the truth or dig further into something so you really know how to start. But this is telling you you have everything that you need right now to start, to begin. The Magician is so powerful. It's the one, the I am, the masculine energy. It's telling you to do it. Start manifesting your dreams now. Maybe you need to get a little information first to know how to start. I'm getting like read the instruction manual before you put together the shelf and realize you didn't put like part A on part B and you missed a couple screws. But the Magician isn't afraid to miss a couple screws, take it apart and do it again. Take it apart and do it again until it works, until he or she gets it right. The Magician upside down is manifestation of things that are not the truth of your heart. Pulling the wool over someone's eyes, doing that parlor trick that's not really that fantastic or entertaining once you've seen it a bunch of times. It's not spiritual energy. It's just usually manifestation of stuff. But there's never that true bullseye. The Magician upside down always feels like you're kind of missing the target, because when you're aiming for the target of the truth of your soul, then it's tapping into spirit. Therefore, what you manifest feels like magical energy. It feels like miracles, because it feels like destiny. It feels unbelievable. It feels wonderful. The Magician also realizes with this manifestation that there is abundance for all. It could be that you or someone else has to start to do something alone. But the Magician definitely knows how to attract the right vibrations along that journey that he or she is going on to be helpful. Because you don't always manifest on your own. You have help by spirit, by the divine, by God, and you have help by others that are in the right vibrational energy, so that everybody can have success and abundance in their life. Let's do one more. One more, please, and thank you. What is the overall bridge of the Magician? Also, the Magician is a Virgo / Gemini energy. Eight of Pentacles. Well, it looks like you might have to try something a bunch of times, but it's definitely taking you to that 7, that Chariot. Didn't I see a bullseye before? Look at you with your bow and arrow. I mean, maybe it's not darts like I saw, but hey, that's a pretty good way to reach your target. Maybe you have to hold back your energy on something to know when to release it and let something go. It's knowing when to keep like the right tension on what you need to do and when to have allowance. This is victory. For me, the Chariot is the big V. It's knowing you're on that spiritual path. It feels victorious. It feels right. It feels like you are in the driver's seat and going on the right path of what is supposed to happen in your life, and you are enjoying every moment of the journey. You're not sitting on the road forgetting 4 miles because your mind was thinking about something else that you'd rather be doing. This is really enjoying the journey. Like, the music's on, the window is down, you feel the wind on your face, you can have good conversation, the smile is on your face. It's beautiful energy. Upside down, the Chariot is delayed victory, or letting those various energies that are pulling you different ways, those tides that I saw in the beginning here, letting it keep you stuck, or listening to outside sources that want to do different things or are telling you to go in different directions that you don't believe in. So you always feel like you're not on the right path. It's not learning to drive the stick shift, stalling when you know you should be moving. Once you hit that gas, once you start moving, once you release something, you're going to hit your target again and again. You are going to be moving up. You can handle whatever opportunity, partnership, I heard lover, whatever lover comes in, you know, it's something that's going to feel right, like a bullseye. And whatever this is giving you the endurance to put actual energy into something, or this is somebody else wanting to come through and put real energy into something, elbow grease, getting their hands dirty every single day so you or someone else gets better. It could also be somebody in your life that, you know, is observing how you do something so they can maybe give it a go, maybe reach their potential that they have. Maybe it's all in their mind right now and they have to get out of their mind and put in the physical work. Even if it's doing work on paper and it's on the computer, it's still putting it into physical reality that makes a difference. And it's recognizing how much work you need to put into something. 5 minutes a day if you're, you know, trying to learn something, or if it's 1 hour a week, or if it's a good 8 hours every couple months in an intensive, whatever it is. This is usually the apprentice. It's where you have to give up something somehow in the beginning, whether it's your time or you're paying for something or you're not making as much as you should yet. But what you're gaining in experience, what you're gaining in knowledge, what you're gaining in making whatever you are working on, whether that's a partnership, a project, playing an instrument, a new position in a new job, you'll get better. The more you do it, every day you're going to feel a little bit better. It's going to get a little bit easier, and you're going to start to make it a little more of you, your own flair, your own creation, your own special spin on something. But that comes sometimes after you start by maybe being under someone else's wing, or learning from a professional, or reading something in a book, going to school. Sometimes this is self-learning. You're learning something on your own. You don't need any instruction at all. Maybe just a little book, watch a video, something like that. But once you start to do something, you'll figure out along the way what didn't work, what tool was wrong, how to soften those edges. I just saw somebody laminating something. Like, I just saw the lamination as like bumpy, and then trying it another time and figuring out how to smooth something out. It was a really specific thing. Maybe somebody is laminating something. But it looks like you got your hammer. You're putting some energy into something. And the more you put energy into something or someone or you, the better it's going to get, the stronger it's going to be. Here it's not putting the right effort into the right place, or too much effort in the wrong place. And it's that big plateau and it doesn't feel like any growth. It doesn't feel like you can get more creative or have expansion. The 8 is the number of infinity. It's also karma, beautiful seeds that you plant that will flourish, and not planting the things that you don't see any potential in. I hope that was helpful for you guys. So let's get one more just to sort of do a little summary. If I have something with a summary. I do. Wait, I do. Let's do this super. No, there's no cards in it. All right, hold on. I even had myself all organized, but then as soon as I started reading, my cards start to go all over the place. Okay, cosmic messages. To sum this reading up. Also, thank you so much for being here. I feel so blessed to connect to such beautiful souls, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you for the thumbs up you give me in these readings. It all is something small you can do to help this channel out. And I'm still continuing that contest. As soon as I get the right pocket of time, I am going to pull a name for someone to get a private reading via YouTube. So anytime you put even just an emoji in the comments, I will put your name in my picture and offer a link for a free private reading just to give back, because I don't normally do private readings. So I just thought I'd re-mention that. I haven't mentioned that in a little while. One more message for the collective, please, and thank you. When you find something that excites you, go all in and enjoy the ride. Yeah, get on that chariot. Find what excites you. When you start to put energy into it, it doesn't feel like work, it feels like fun. When you follow your joy, that will take you to where you always feel like you're elevating and spiritually escalating, like your spiritual wings are free and flying. It will always take you towards your destiny. It will always take you towards the doors of opportunity that are waiting to be opened for you. It will take you to the right people and resources, because you're vibrating here at an energy of love and light and fun. And that's a beautiful energy to have. Enthusiasm when you talk, to inspire others, and to bring the right vibrations magnetically into your life. And with this, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day, a beautiful night, a beautiful evening, and I will see you very soon.